keep a Bible in my pocket when I'm riding around. I keep a pistol by my side when I'm touching down.
What's up, brother? How you doing? We doing good. Let me ask you a question. You believe in the Bible? Oh, so you do believe in the Bible? Okay, cool. So basically, what we out here doing, man, we out here teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We're out here teaching our people a dangerous doctrine. And this dangerous doctrine that we out here teaching our people is that we are the Israelites. We're the kings and the priests on this earth. We're the gods on this earth. But see, the thing is, contrary to popular belief, when you look at what's happening in our neighborhoods and you look at what's going on in our neighborhoods, it don't look like that, do it? We live in the worst parts. Niggas die every day, B. You know? But that's where we're coming from. That's where we're living. But the question is, how did we get in this point? Let me show you something. Go to Deuteronomy 28:15. I want to show you something, brother.
I'm Trey, by the way.
Trey?
Yeah.
Padah. That's my name, Padah. This is my brother, Taza Warrior. Yep. And you said it's Trey, right? Okay, cool. We're going to read something for you. Watch this. I want to show you something because this is what God said would happen to the Israelites. We're going to read a couple scriptures for you.
Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, and thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So hold on, it says it will come to pass if we don't hearken to the Lord thy God, to his voice, the things that he was speaking for. Because he was telling us to keep the laws of God. So if we don't hearken to his voice and listen to what he's saying, what's going to happen?
To observe to do all his commandments.
So we got to observe to do all his commandments. We have to keep the commandments, keep the laws of God. Because just like in this society that we're living in right now, guess what? They have their own laws. They have their own, their constitution. They have their legislation. Just like you living in America. You go in there and steal something right now, what's going to happen? It's going to be consequences, right? With God's laws for the Israelites, there was consequences when we broke his legislation. You see what I'm saying? Now watch it. Exactly. Watch it.
To observe to do all his commandments.
So we need to keep his legislation.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So hold up, it said curses will come upon us. If we didn't keep these commandments and do what we were supposed to do, curses would come upon the Israelites. Now, I'm gonna read a couple curses for you. I wanna ask you, who does this sound like? Who does this sound like today? Get Deuteronomy 28 and 30. You know anything about slavery? A little bit. Do you know anything that the slave master was doing to some of our wives and stuff like that, children?
Picking cotton?
When the slave master was wives during slavery. And they would separate some of the children, like the children would get separated from their families on different slave auctions. You might go from this plantation to that plantation, but the mother get permanently separated from her child. You see, that was happening in slavery time. Now watch this. Now, everything I just told you, and you can look this up. This is all history. This is all documented. You feel me? This is documented. Now, I'm about to read something to you. I want to ask you, do that sound similar to what I just said?
Deuteronomy 28:30. Thou shalt betroth the wife.
So you shall go get you a wife. You're going to go get engaged to a wife, but what's going to happen?
And another man shall lie with her.
Another man shall lie with your wife. This is a curse that would happen to the Israelites.
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
Hold up, we was going to build houses and not dwell in them. Let me give you a house that we built. You want to know a house that we built, that black people built? You know we built the White House? Slaves built the White House. Yes, we built the White House. And guess what? All these presidents that was in the White House, majority of them, especially the founding fathers, had slaves. George Washington had slaves. Thomas Jefferson had slaves. But we built this White House that we wouldn't even be able to dwell in. That's crazy, ain't it? But that's what the Bible is saying. You see what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
So we was gonna plant vineyards and we weren't gonna be able to. Okay, so that's just like you basically said. Basically like in today's society, that's just like you deciding to put together something like maybe say you go for a job or something like that, but you don't get a chance to eat the fruits of it because something happens. Say you just get a job, you just file and just get a job, and it's supposed to come, everything's supposed to go well for you. You know what I'm saying? But you don't get a chance to eat the fruits of it. You end up getting fired somehow, some way. Stealing boxes on your day off or something like that. Something just crazy happened out of nowhere, but you don't get a chance to eat the fruits of your labor. That was prophesied that would happen to us as a people. You see what I'm saying? Let's get
I got Deuteronomy 28:48.
Yeah,
This is Deuteronomy 28:48. Thou serve thy enemies which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
hold up.
And
So hold up. We was gonna serve our enemies in hunger and what else?
and in thirst,
In thirst.
and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So we was gonna serve our enemies. So when we got brought over here, this is a curse that would happen to us where we would have to serve our enemies. Let me ask you a question. Do any of our people work in that building that you about to go in? No. But guess what? They have what? They have product that we need to continue on living in this society, right? It said we would serve our enemies in hunger and in thirst. They got food in there, right? We would serve our enemies in hunger. We would serve them in thirst. They got drinks in there, right? We would serve them in drink. It said in want of all things. In everything that we needed, we would have to go to our enemies, bro. Because when you go down this street, you don't see a lot of black businesses, bro. You don't see a lot.
Why is that?
Because this curse. It said that we would serve our enemies. Get 43. I want to show you something. Get verse 43.
This is Deuteronomy 28:43. The stranger that is within thee.
Hold up. It said the stranger that is within thee. Want me to tell you who's the stranger amongst us? Okay, majority of the people you see around here is black and Hispanic, right? But guess what? When you go in there, there ain't no black and Hispanics in there, is it? It's Arabs. Guess what? Who's the stranger? If all you see in your neighborhood is black and Hispanics, but you see some random Arab in a damn store right here, who's the stranger? The Arab. It said, now read that again.
Deuteronomy 28:43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
So the stranger that's within thee, the stranger that's amongst us as a people, he would get up very high. Why? Because he would sit up there, he would come into our neighborhoods, he would get the funding he needs from the government that we can't get, that we don't get. He would get that funding, he would come in our neighborhoods because he knows that we're the biggest consumers. We're going to buy everything that he puts out, so he's going to make money off of us, and he's going to take that money and take it back over to his neighborhood. But he's not going to pour it into our neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? Watch it, watch it. Watch it.
And thou shalt come down very low.
Hold up, it says he would rise in our neighborhoods and be the breadwinner, the money maker. But we would come down very low because we're getting sucked dry from everything we have, all of our resources. We're losing everything while he's gaining everything. He knows who he is. You can ask them damn Arabs, they'll tell you they go back to Ishmael. You see what I'm saying? They'll tell you that. They know who they are. But you ask a black man who he is, he'd be like, shoot, I don't know, nigga, Negro, black man, African American, all these different names we put upon our, that's put upon us. We don't know who the hell we are. But when you deal with the Bible tells you who we are. It tells you that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we are the children of God, the Israelites. You see what I'm saying? Let's get Acts 13:1. I want to read something else to you, bro. I'm trying to show you. I want to bring it full circle so you can see. This is what it is, bro. Let's get Acts 13:1. Let me ask you a question. When you go into these different neighborhoods like these like the white neighborhoods, when you watch some of these movies, who get called nigga? We get called nigga, right? Yeah. Nigga, I mean, we get called nigga so much that we just be like, what up, nigga? What up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? It's like that now. Yeah. It's to the point where we done took it and was like, hey, man, what's up, nigga? We just use it as like, you my brother, what's up?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But did you know that the Jews were getting called nigger in the Bible?
Acts 13:1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that was called nigger.
One of the prophets literally basically showing you that the Jews were called nigger in the Bible. And most people look at that word and be like, oh, it says Niger. But when you deal with around this time, the country Niger, that name and all that wasn't even in existence. That wasn't even existing, so this couldn't have been talking about that. When you go into a different translation, you go into the NLT, it tells you the black man. So all you, like when you deal with nigger, it just basically means black. That's all it just means. The black man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But we was getting called that. They like to sit up there and be like, oh, this is a white man's book. But I'm showing you right now, everything that I'm talking about. Let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a clear question. Everything that I've been speaking to you about, what would you say? Do you believe that that is referring to us in this book? Do you believe that everything I done brought out, would you say that this Bible is talking about us? Or do you believe it's a white man's book?
A little bit of both.
A little bit both. Okay, cool. What's up, brother? You doing all right? We out here teaching. We out here basically. Oh, we see you. We did see you, brother. Oh, yeah. We was over. We seen you last time. What's up, man?
You good, brother?
Shalom, man. Bro, we need you out here with us, bro.
I already know, man.
Man, we need you, bro.
Yep.
We trying to build an army, bro.
I already know. I'm on it.
Okay, all praise.
You know what? You'd be surprised at how many people waking up.
And see this, hey, brother. See this brother? He know we the Israelites too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You see that? That's what we trying to tell this brother, man. Wake up.
We was already here too.
Yeah.
We was already here, man. The MX, the Columbus, he's an MX, the fake Jew.
Yeah, we trying to wake. Yeah. So basically,
he found out what we was from the Bible and came over here and killed, murdered, massacred us, man, genocide, 200 million.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what we talking about right now. We're going into that.
Jump in there, man.
Okay.
Hey,
all right, brother, I see
you.
you.
Is, man.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, that shows you, bro. It ain't, bro. We ain't the only ones that just. Most niggas think we just crazy Negroes, but we out here really going into it.
This is Exodus 1:7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them.
Hold up, it said the land was filled with the Israelites around the time of our Egyptian captivity. The land was filled with us. See, that's the thing about it, man. One thing about blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, babies, man. We're always fruitful and we multiply. Even in the worst times, we're bringing forth babies. You might have just lost your goddamn job. But guess what? Your girl come home and be like, what? Hey, you know I'm pregnant, right? Like, even in the worst predicament, in the worst time, where you be like, I can't even believe that that's the case. But she's pregnant. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But it says that we were multiplying, we were increasing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what we out here trying to tell you and wake you up is this. According to the Bible, we are the Israelites, but there's something that we have to do as a people. Go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let's get there. I want to show you what we got to do as a people. Because the only way we're going to get out of this predicament, I know you're tired of being in a neighborhood where kids are getting gunned down every day. I know you're getting tired of being in a neighborhood where brothers are selling crack to their own brothers, selling drugs to their own brothers, man. I know you're tired of being in neighborhoods like this, man. Tired of being around these places, man, where police can come into our neighborhood and do whatever the hell they want to do to us. You feel me? But it's something that we have, I see you, brother, but it's something that we have to do as a people, which is to come back to the commandments of God. What's up, brother? How you doing? Let's get it.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
Hold up. It says fear God and keep the commandments. That's what we need to do as a people. If we want to get up out of this predicament that we're in right now, we want to stop getting beat down each and every day by life in general, then we got to fear God and keep the commandments of God, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's what God is telling you. That's what we need to do as a people. Like, when you deal with Christ, let's deal with Christ. Go to Matthew 19 and 16. Let's get that. We're gonna show you what Christ said, because let me ask you a question. How do you get eternal life? Do you know? How do you get into heaven? You been to church? And what are you saved? Would you say you saved? That's what they tell you though, right? You go to church, the pastor, a creepy pastor pray over you. He might have molested, who knows, but he prays over you. You know what I'm saying? And he sits up there and tells you, what you're saved. You got baptized, you're saved, and when you die, you're going to heaven. Whatever. That's what the pastor tells you. But see, the pastor don't tell you what Christ told us. We're going to show you what Christ said.
Matthew 19:16. behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I have eternal life?
So this dude is asking, he's asking Christ. He's asking, hey, what good thing must I do to receive eternal life? How can I receive salvation? How can I be saved? That's what he asking. You feel me? Now let's see what Christ responded.
Verse 17, and he said unto him, Why callest thou me good?
So first and foremost, nigga, why you calling me good? Like, the only person that's really good is the Father. Why you calling me good? That's how Christ responded back to him.
There is none good but one. That is God. But if thou wilt enter into life,
So if you want to enter into life, you want to be saved, you want salvation, what you must do?
keep the commandment.
Oh, he said what?
Keep the commandment.
One more time.
Keep the commandment.
If you want to receive salvation, you want to be saved, these are the things that you must do. You must keep the commandments. And we always just read in Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 to fear God and keep the commandments. So let me ask you a question. Do you know any of God's commandments?
Like what, the Lord or something?
Love the Lord. Okay, cool. Love the Lord with all thy heart. And love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Okay, cool. So if I love my neighbor, let me ask you, what's up, brother? If I love my neighbor, am I gonna steal from my neighbor? What kind of nigga loves somebody he's stealing from? Right. Okay, cool. So if I love my neighbor, am I gonna shoot my neighbor? No. All right. Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let's get some of these commandments.
This is Exodus. I'm going to start at 8. Just something simple. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Oh, it says remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. We got to go back to keeping the Sabbath, man. Keeping the Sabbath. So basically the Sabbath, when you deal with the Sabbath, it's a day of rest. You got 6 days to work, but on the 7th is when you do your rest.